We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning. Welcome to Daily Journal Newsbreak, sponsored by Renaissance Bank. Today is Thursday, October 4th, and I'm your host, Elizabeth Walters. We're going to take a look at today's top news and sports headlines across Northeast Mississippi, but first, a look at your weather forecast. Today we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 91 and a low near 70. And over the next 3 days, on Friday we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 90 and a low of 69. Saturday, sunny skies with a high of 89 and a low of 69. And on Sunday, partly cloudy with a high of 89 and a low of 69. And here's a look at some of today's top headlines. President Trump has drawn criticism for comments made during Tuesday night's rally in Southaven, but that hasn't come from the state's two U.S. senators. Both Roger Wicker and Cindy Hyde-Smith were on hand when Trump made comments about Christine Blasey Ford, questioning her credibility in accusations against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. Hyde-Smith, who Trump was holding the rally for, said that she continues to believe that Kavanaugh deserves to be confirmed based on his impeccable qualifications. She also said that the issue of sexual assault and harassment should be taken seriously, and the Senate has done so. She said, quote, "While I certainly believe both the accuser and the accused should always be treated with respect, I think the reaction to President Trump pointing out significant inconsistencies in the attacks on Judge Kavanaugh simply reflects a deep frustration with how this process has been politicized." Wicker said, quote, "It was clear to me that the president was pointing out the lack of evidence or witnesses to support the allegations against Judge Kavanaugh." Both Governor Phil Bryant and Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves did not respond to questions from Mississippi Today about the president's remarks. Mississippians are almost evenly split on the topic of the state economy, according to an NBC News and Survey Monkey poll released earlier this week. In a report from Mississippi Today, state economist Darren Webb said that the state's economy has struggled since the Great Recession started in 2008, and that growth remains below that of the nation. But according to the poll, 50% of Mississippians believe the economy is very good or fairly good, and 49% say it's fairly bad or very bad. The poll also found that 52% of Mississippians approve of the job President Trump is doing, with 35% strongly approving and 46% disapproving. And Governor Phil Bryant has a 67% approval rating and only 18% disapproving. Webb said that tariffs have been considered in making his economic forecast that says there's slow but steady growth for the state, but he has not considered the new tariffs imposed last month on $200 billion of Chinese goods. And you can read more of this Mississippi Today report at djournal.com. And the fourth annual Imagine the Possibilities Career Expo is taking place this week, giving students, teachers, and the general public face-to-face interactions with professionals and hands-on opportunities to test parts of their job descriptions. More than 130 organizations have booths and displays set up for over 7,000 students from 75 schools throughout Northeast Mississippi. Businesses and organizations each set up some sort of interactive exercise for students. The expo is a project of the Toyota Wellspring Education Fund at the Create Foundation, and it will wrap up this afternoon. And in sports, the top Ole Miss liaison with the NCAA has been reassigned. Vice Chancellor for Athletics Ross Bjork notified university employees by email Wednesday that Matt Ball will be reassigned. That email was obtained by the Ole Miss Spirit. The news comes as the university is expected to hear a ruling on its appeal of a second bowl ban and restrictions on unofficial visits by football recruits. Bjork told employees that Julie Owen, an Associate Athletics Director for Compliance, will be promoted to Senior Associate Athletics Director for Compliance. Owen joined the Ole Miss staff in 2011 after working in compliance at Oklahoma, primarily with recruiting, eligibility, employment, waivers, and rules education. Bjork has not said when the university will receive a final word on the appeal, but one staffer said in mid-September that it was expected any day. And that does it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. Don't forget that this show is one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. Each story discussed today on Newsbreak can be found in your Daily Journal or online at djournal.com, or you can find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Elizabeth Walters. Have a great afternoon.